Good morning, folks, and welcome back to the meadow. We took a little break from the solar tracker. It's going really well. And I wanted to show you guys what we did with the wildlife corridor. When I first moved here, right in this area here, there was a dead fawn that had gotten tangled up in the bushes. But you can see I've mowed everything. And now, if they choose to come in across the road here, they can do it. But what I did this morning is I cut them a little path so they can go underneath the bridge. Because the other day I was driving to town and a couple little fawns got separated when their mom jumped over the fence and they couldn't make it over the fence and they would run up down the road. So I stopped in the road until they went up into the woods. And thank goodness, because a big logging truck came up behind me and about ran me over. So, but anyways, you can see I mowed all this through here so they can walk here, but I don't really see a lot of traffic. Where I'm seeing it is coming up out of the creek. So you see I mowed all this down and they can cruise up through here. And quite a few tracks in here. There's a tunnel right there, but boy, that's going to be heck to mow, so I need to have someone with me. It's pretty dangerous. But anyways, see, it's so nice and cool in here. I love to come down here in the mornings and sit and think. We just ran a little more through it, basically to control the berries. They're coming back up, but I don't mind. At least I can walk through here without scratching my arms. We have years of brush to clear, but we'll get it. You see, there's some great little meadows down in here. It's real pretty down here. But this floods about 2 to 3 feet, so I could never build anything down here. But it only floods 5-6 days a year, so who cares? I will leave all these trees in here, and we're going to plant some berry bushes and control them, and maybe some rhododendron and azaleas and some hostas and shade loving stuff. But I gotta have a well, so all of this is in the future. And this I call my conference room. Set down here by the creek, and very pleasant. Okay, the screen went off. I'll have to merge these. But anyways, you can see it's nice. I got to go down and get that board out of the creek. And all of that brush has to get cleared out somehow. It's very pleasant here. But what I want to do is to eventually, once I get all that stuff out of the middle, I want to build a, I'll go around here, no sensors going through the wheel. Yeah, there's always deer tracks here, bobcat tracks. Had a beaver came through here one night. These beavers are strange. They don't build dams, they just live in the side of the riverbeds. You can see there's a bunch of deer tracks here. So anyways, there's where I have the wildlife camera. And right in here, I want to build a gazebo facing right over here, because I own all of that creek bed. And with all the brush gone and that cleared out, I can drop a fishing line here and it'll go about 250 to 300 feet. So this is plans for the future. I have to elevate it because it does flood in here 3 or 4 feet. Pretty violent right here, but a lot of it can be connected to the trees, so it'll make kind of like a tree house. But anyways, I don't know why I keep saying that. So this is a good place for the wildlife camera because the deer seem to like to cruise through here. But they mostly go out through my neighbor Beatrice Rose and Steve Rose. They like coming through here. Now, I sat in my pickup truck right there one day, and two doe walked right up and went out, and see, they'll go out into that field, and they'll walk along the edge here. So, but now they have safe passage. They don't get tangled up in the berries, and the grass comes right up after you mow those berries out, because the berries aren't natural. Anyway, so pretty down here. Eventually we'll get this all cleared. All the trees will stay. We'll take the brush out and put native flowers and flora and make it nice and come down here. I like to have a bee hive, a big bee house down here, because it's perfect, because they'll always have water from the creek. And if I can get this in the next few years, between my 4 acres and this, it's about 6 acres here in the city that I could do stuff with, and they're just letting it grow up into brush, so I'm sure we can work something out. But anyways, I wanted to show you this little meadow over here. The deer seem to like to come over here and eat. It's just kind of a little spot. But I have seen, I don't know if they're still here, but the bobcats seem to like to hang over here and get the quail, because I've seen quail feathers in here. Poor guys. But they like to come out into this little part of the meadow here. You see, I mowed a lot of these down. Thinking about buying a junk lawnmower and just basically going through here with it way up in the air. And like a self-propelled one. It's just good exercise. But anyways, that's it for now. You can see the wildlife corridor camera works so good because it's right on the corner. So they're either coming this way or they're going that way. But they have to go by the camera. So, and there's a fence right there. That's my property line. So the camera position works out really, really well. And I got a lot of flood information about how high it floods and stuff. So that's nice. All right, well, subscribe and like and check us out on Facebook and Patreon. And hopefully we're doing our little part to help nature so she can deal with the intrusion of mankind. So take care for now.